here with Modern Self-Protection, and this is 5 Minute Friday, a quick tip to help keep you safe in today's modern world. Today I'm going to talk about AR mags. If you're like me, you have dozens of these things sitting around. They're filled, not filled, there's ammo in them. Most of them you probably have ammo from the last range trip that you took that mag in, sitting in there. How many rounds are in that mag? That's what I'm going to help you with today. Every magazine from an AR should have 28 rounds in a 30 round magazine. Makes it simple. The rifle will always work. If you put 30 rounds in there and you go to put that in there, it might not seat all the way because the rounds don't give enough. There's not enough room in the bottom of the magazine for the spring to compress enough to get that seated correctly. And if you do get it seated correctly, now you have so much spring tension on the magazine that the rifle might not strip off that first round and be able to load it into your gun. I've seen this happen a dozen times on ranges everywhere, from the military to civilian use to, I don't know, but generally most people don't believe me until they're out there and they put 29 or 30 rounds in the mag, and I see them have that malfunction, and I go, you put 30 rounds in the mag, didn't you? And they're like, well, maybe, but you know, Magpul says that I could put 30 in there, or Apex, or whatever magazine company are using. They say I can. Yeah, you're going to trust your life on that, or you're going to check it. So don't always just believe me, but check it. So once you decide 28 is the right number, so that's the right number. There's very few things that I say are right and wrong in the shooting world. This is one of them. 28 is the right number. 28 in a 30 round magazine for AR will work in every single rifle, every mag you have, every single time. You put more in there, and it might not work in one rifle, but works in another, and it gets really, really complicated. Forget it. 28 and done. So now that I have 28 is my number, got a bunch of these mags sitting around. Here's a trick I learned when I was running overseas as a contractor, how to figure it out. I had 250 guards that would come by and they'd have to check with me, and I have to do inventory on every single round. Yeah, you know, military, that's how retentive they are. You need to count every single round. So when I did inventory, what am I going to do? Pull all the rounds out of this mag and then count them all and then put them all back? What a pain in the... That's too much work. So I kind of figured this out to figure out if we had 28 rounds or not in the mag. First of all, when you see the bullets, when you look down the top of the bullet, it should be on the right-hand side. If it's on the right-hand side, you're starting to do well. I know it's a 50-50 guess, right? Now, the other thing is I'm going to push down on the top of the magazine with my thumb, not here where I get scratched, but over here in the front, and I'm going to push it all the way down till the round stop. This one goes clunk, and you can see how this one just moves a little bit. This one actually has 30 rounds in it. Let's see what this one has. I don't even know how many they have, because this one, if I push it down, this one has too little. It goes all the way down in there, I can feel it. So these are my 28 that I have correctly. So this one, military mag right here, if I push it down and I look, it's still on the right hand side and it's even with the back of the magazine right there. That means I have 28 rounds in the mag. Try it with your magazines, I guarantee it'll work. And then here's another Magpul mag. This one should have 28 in it. And if you look, it's right there at the line, it's still 28. When I look at these that have too little and too much ammo in them, you know, too much, it doesn't go in, you can see that it doesn't go down. So if I get rid of one, now it's on the left-hand side and I push it down, it's still sticking over the top, right? So if I get rid of another one, there it is, right at the top, 28 rounds in that magazine. This mag, when I look at it, it's on the right-hand side, but when I push it down, I can feel it go way down in there. And if it goes past the back of the magazine right there, that means you've got less than 28 rounds in there. So if I was going to top it off, I'm looking for ammo that I can't find because I tossed all my other mags. So if I take ammo and I just fill it up until I get to that back strap, then I'll know I'm correct. Remember, it's going to be on the right-hand side. So I filled it up, put some in there. I don't know, I didn't count, don't know how many's in there, but see it's on the right-hand side when I push down, and actually see too many. I've got 30 in there, so now I need to strip 2 again, and boom, right there at 28. 28 is the right number. Go test this on the range, go try it. Take some of your mags that you use, and I'm sorry I don't have a dozen different magazine manufacturers, but a long time ago I standardized on military mags and P mags. That's all I use to put in my ARs, to run my ARs. They all work great for me. I'm not going to change it, and PMags are still super cheap out there. So go test it on your magazines, see where that 28 rounds ends up, and when you know that, it will be easy for you to pick up a magazine, put your thumb on it, look, oh, not enough, oh, 28, and I'm done. So now I can take this one, it needs to be filled up, this one will be ready to go to shoot. Thanks for listening. I'm Ben Branno with Modern Self-Protection, and this is 5 Minute Friday. If you want to see more great stuff, go to modernselfprotection.com. You can see videos, posts, and I do a podcast over there. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.